Hi, welcome back to the Spring Boot tutorial. In this video, we will discuss about the @request_body annotation. So @request_body annotation is not specific to Spring Boot. It is actually a part of the Spring framework. So let's discuss about this annotation in detail with an example. So what is the purpose of @request_body annotation? What is the role in Spring Framework? So @request_body annotation is used to indicating a method parameter should be bind to the body of the HTTP request. So let's understand with the simple words. Suppose we are sending this JSON data in the HTTP request body, and inside our controller we have to map this, we have to bind this JSON data to the domain object. So this domain object, which is the user, contains the fields first name and the last name, and whatever we are passing in the HTTP request body should bind to this domain object. So and we're going to annotate this with the @request_body annotation. So in order to bind the JSON data, in order to bind the HTTP request body to the domain object, we are going to use this @request_body annotation. Okay, so again, in order to understand this exactly, we have to look at the example, and before that and how this will happen is with the help of the Jackson data bind. So once we added the dependency Spring Starter Web, it will also add the Jackson data bind, and the Jackson data bind will bind the request body to the domain object. Internally it uses the message converter, the HTTP message converter. Through that it will bind the data to the domain object. And again, the request body of course is not limited to JSON. It can be handle the multiple formats, including the plain text, XML, and everything. Okay, it's not specific to JSON. Okay, so let's jump into our Spring Tool Suite and let's understand this with an example. So I have already created a project Spring Boot request body, and if I open the pom.xml, I have added the few dependencies. So the starter web dependency, and I have also added the dev tools. Like I said, once we added the starter web dependency, it also adds the Jackson data bind. So if I look at the Maven dependencies, and if you scroll down, you can see the Jackson data bind, which is inside our class path. Okay, so with this help, it will automatically bind the JSON data to the domain object. Alright, so now let's open the source main Java. Inside this we have two more packages, which is the controller package and the model package. So inside the model package, I'm going to create a new class. Let's quickly create fields inside this user class. Private string name, private string location, private long age, and let's quickly create these setters and getters. And also I'm going to override the toString. Alright, so now we have our domain class, which is user, and now inside the controller package, I'm going to create a new class. I'm going to annotate this class with the @REST controller, and inside this I'm going to create a new method, public string print user. I'm going to annotate this with the @post mapping, and the URI template is /users. Again, inside the method parameter, we're going to make use of the @request_body annotation, and we will specify the model class or the domain class, which is user. Let's quickly import this. We are going to import the user from the model package, and we have imported the post mapping as well. So inside this, first of all, I'm going to return a string, let's say success. Okay, so now let's print the user object, printing the user object. Okay, let's save this and let's go to the main class and let's run our application. So now what will happen when the user makes a request to the /users, and the HTTP request body that will bind to this user object or the domain class. So let's test our work. Alright, the application is started. Let's open the Postman. Localhost :8080/users. Let's change the request type to post and go to the body and choose raw and select the JSON. And let me minimize this. Okay, so now let's pass the JSON data. Name, I'm going to give the value as Bhushan. Location, from India, and age, I'm 28 years old. Okay, so now when I click on this send, we should get a response success. And if I go to the Eclipse, not the STS, and sorry, it's STS, and you look at the console, it is printing in the console, printing the user object, and you can see Bhushan, location, and age 28. Okay, so whatever we have passed in our request body, whatever we have passed in our HTTP request body, that should bind to this user object or the domain object. So that's what this request body will do. Okay, so I hope you understand this small video about the @request body annotation, and in case if you are looking for the source code, you can find it on my blog bhushansirgur.in. It has a great, I have written in detail about this @request body annotation. Make sure to check out this post. I'll drop a link in the description section of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.